I'm ready. Okay. I'd like to call the Leominster Planning Board meeting to order for June 21st, 2021 at 6:30. Scheduled public hearings open to public. 6:30. Continued open public meeting for site plan approval for 116 Central Street, Leominster Police Station. We have a request from the Police Station Committee to continue this until our next meeting, which is on July 6th. Okay, so with the request, it's open. If we have any comments, we have a number of letters that we've received from the abutter. One of them fairly lengthy, and we just enter it into the record. Okay, but I'll paraphrase it. Primarily, most of the things that she had requested at the last meeting, do is looking for a 15-foot buffer, which is not part of the BB zoning. Concern about the lights. We have a lumens requirement at the border, and it's not anything to do with the height, it's to do with how light it is at the border. So she's asking for 15 feet, but that doesn't, the high light bulbs. She was looking at that parking place, and it was, not to put in the parking until it's really needed. Well, that's really not our purview at all. And there's some large trees, some maples, and they're looking to keep the maples in that area. Just try to protect your property. Also, the other mention was that, just paraphrasing, not with all the detail, but the parking places, she's looking for a high fence that's blocked off, closed solid, rather than, the chain link fence that we require. So, but most of these things do not come under our requirement. We can request the committee to look at it, okay? And so the committee will be here at some representatives of the committee will be here at the next meeting, so we can discuss those with them at that time. None of these things, as far as the only other thing was the noise, and we looked into the zoning buffer. The zoning it's 10 dB above ambient, which is on Route 117 or Route 12. It's 10 dB above the noise of a truck going by, which can be quite loud. So, and they'd already addressed that. They seem to have addressed it with the plans and enclosure and things like that. So, but we can question the committee on that. I'll also open the continued public hearing for special permit approval for 116 Central Street for work in the floodplain. So that was the second part. That was the work in questioning the floodplain, and that's under more of the Conservation Commission and ours. We take care of the drainage. They got the floodplain, and they're going to have to get an order of conditions from the Conservation Commission anyway. So that's really covered by the Conservation Commission. Did I miss anything?
Yeah, I passed the email to you, and I highlighted each one. You can just
okay.
Each one is highlighted.
The solid fence. The buffer, which we don't require. Parking lots. The arborvitae or the junipers. Okay. They're too far apart. The plantings, it's not required. Screening, not required. So, Okay. Yeah, keeping trees, not required. I think okay. These are the things that we'll address at the meeting, okay? Residential buffer, maples not to be cut, black fence, lights on pole, green giant arborvitae's, okay? 15 to 25 foot buffer, and protect, I guess she got a little frog pond, protect her frog pond. So, those are requests from this,
Do you want a motion to continue the hearing until?
yeah,
So-
I just
From
want,
Michelle Richards.
those are requests, I just wanna, we'll read those, that they're in the record, and I just paraphrased it.
So I'll move to.
But I think a motion, unless anybody has any questions on this.
I just
issue
have
we
a comment which can come after, during the discussion period or now. Well,
No, there's no discussion, it'll be now.
All right, well, the only thing I'd like to say is, I mean, she frankly, I think the abutter brings up all these issues, and maybe they don't fall within our purview because they're in, they're meeting the requirements, but I think it begs the question on the size of this facility, and I think that's what the issue is.
Oh.
Because if she's looking for a high fence, certain lighting, in my opinion, this is a big building on a small lot of land. So that's, and I know it's allowed as of right, schools, churches, other municipal buildings, but
Yeah.
I still think we police it as a planning board in terms of the size and the density of the property. So I think that's the reason she's compelled to ask for these things, because of its size.
Well, no, she's not wrong in answering anything. These are things that we can request, okay, the committee to do. We can't require. Okay.
I understand that, but
And I'm not a problem,
I
I
don't
don't have
know,
a problem requesting some of this.
I understand, but I don't know the reason for the continuance, if they're gonna come with to us with a different
The continuance,
size building.
no, the continuance came from, I don't know, there was a number of questions that came up. They've gotten her letters. The committee is either studying or acting on her, because they've also gotten the letters. They've had a number of meetings, and they've requested us to continue our meeting until they can be here. So, and that was a problem, they had a number of people that couldn't be here this evening, so that's why they've requested the,
So I move
to
to continue the
continue.
hearing until July 6th at 6:30.
6:30.
the open
Second.
public meeting would be the first one, to continue to July 6th at 6:30. Do I have any discussion on this? I have a motion
And second.
and a second. I'll call for the vote, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Yeah, so much easier.
Oh, yeah, that's nice, huh?
So much easier than roll call.
That's what I do.
You're gonna miss that, Stephanie.
Also move to mute buttons. I will move to continue the public hearing for density or for the floodplain.
The public hearing for the special permit.
Yep, until 6:31 on July 6th.
Have a motion made and seconded to continue a public hearing for special permit until July 6th at 6:31. Any discussion on this? Do I have a second?
Second.
I have a second. I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion carries. Regular meeting called to order. Minutes of previous meeting. We don't have it. Plan submit a special permit application for 500
Did you want
Atlantic
to call to
Avenue.
order, like we normally do?
Oh, yeah. I forget. Call to order. Sorry about that.
Jason Parre.
Here.
Dean Valier.
Here.
Patrick Perla.
Here.
Paul Weiser.
Here.
Tom Kerrigan, excused. Sal Chaconi, excused. Carol Vittorioso.
Here.
John Souza.
Yeah. Plan submit a special permit application for 500 Atlantic Avenue. map 256 parcel 3C for assisted living conversion.
So, do you wanna hear a little bit about it? This used to be a gym facility, fitness center, and they're converting it to assisted living, that's the hope. And I believe they're gonna have some studio apartments, some one-bedroom apartments, and a couple two-bedroom apartments. And they're looking to have maybe a swimming pool on the site, some recreation activities.
Okay. This is Pavinzi's property at the, off of North Street. You know, it's actually a continuation of it, Industrial Road. Okay. Get a schedule that?
Yes. So we have to advertise for the special permit.
Well,
So
we wanna have we're gonna have 2 meetings in July, you wanna have
we're
just,
gonna have
usually
two
have
meetings
one.
in July. We're gonna have one on July 6th. And then we're gonna have one on July 19th.
Just for the record, I'm having a baby again.
Yes, right.
For the 4th time. Well, just like what may appear that we haven't gotten there yet. I wouldn't count me in for
July.
probably not the end of July, maybe not well, I think the beginning of August should be fine, but the end of July,
We don't,
I'm gonna say it's probably.
Yeah.
okay.
Now, we usually only have 1 meeting in July, but because of the police station,
And what, I mean, why
What's
the
on
rush?
that?
Why can't they wait until the 19th?
Because they wanna put it out to bid. So there's pressure too.
Alright, well,
When are they putting it out to bid?
I don't know how 2 weeks makes a difference.
And again, why they prepared the answers 2 weeks ago if they were rushing to put it up either.
I don't know. We're dealing with another committee that we have to deal with.
And I just realized the 6th wasn't our regular day,
It's a Tuesday.
And we confirmed we have sufficient.
I-
meetings.
We don't have Carol and we don't, I have a tally of it. We don't have, if we don't have Patrick,
Well, I'll be here the 6th,
okay.
most likely.
We've got Sal's returning and, oh no, wait. It was
I'm not
Kate.
sure if all those issues are gonna be resolved after our first conversation with everybody that we're going to talk to, so, I mean, it might not be the only one.
Carol's the one that can't make it. So I have everybody else.
Why don't we just do 1 meeting in July and then have 1 meeting in first week in August?
So the 19th, yeah.
No, we just have the one on the 6th.
Oh.
Well-
Have the one on the 6th and then schedule it for the first week in August.
Okay, I just wanna make you aware that the engineers submitted in time so that they could be heard for, well, Hannigan for the 19th. Cause
And
that was the
because
one
they had to
meeting we were
advertise.
originally having, not the special meeting.
And we should keep the 19th. The 6th is the one.
Okay,
So,
can we move the police station to the 19th?
we're not encouraged to do that.
What's that?
We're not encouraged to do that.
No, because they're trying to make dates. Okay. Okay, so I was trying to save us a meeting in July, but I guess I'm not gonna be successful.
Yeah, I'll be here if I can be here.
Okay. So then that would be the 19th,
At 6:30?
right? Motion is on for a special permit application for 500 Atlantic Avenue for 6:30 on July 19th.
So moved.
Do you have any discussion?
Second.
You moved and seconded, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Both say no, motion carries. Site plan application for 280 Nashua Street, map 324, parcel 3. Explanation on this one?
Yeah, they're hoping to build a contractor's yard, so there's gonna be a sizable building. One that requires site plan, trigger site plan, and sizable parking.
Okay. It's another contractor's yard.
Mhm.
We already have a couple over there, but that seems like what goes in. That would be the same thing, that'd be the 19th.
The 19th, yes.
Okay, 6,
6:45 probably.
6:45.
So moved.
for this site plan?
Motion made by Pat, seconded
Second.
by Paul. Site plan application for 280 Nashua Street. Scheduled for 6:45 on July 19th. Any further discussion? Here none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion carries.
Make a motion for special permit application for 280 Nashua Street. It's 6:46
Second.
PM on the 19th of July.
Motion made and seconded for 280 Nashua Street. Construction for a special permit. A motion made and seconded. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion carries. Old business. Continued site plan approval 1616 Central Street has been continued. 4.2, continued special permit approval for 16 Central Street for work on a floodplain, and that has been continued. No new business. Communications. Request a planning board recommendation for a nomination of a representative to the Massachusetts Joint Transportation Committee. Nomination will be posted on 2 subsequent agendas.
Okay, so I did a reach out to Peter Latches, who had been our representative prior to COVID, and he's very happy to serve again. He's ready to go to the meetings, and he just needs the board to use his name or nominate his name,
Motion.
and then we'll put him on 2 agendas. And
Second.
I have a motion made and seconded to appoint Peter Latches to the Massachusetts Transportation Committee. Any discussion on this? Here none, I'll call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed say no. Motion carries. Director's report.
Okay, I just have 2 updates. One is that we're modernizing even more. I spent some time digitizing. I had some information requests that came in for old minutes, and it came to my attention that our archives only went back to 2014, but we do have paper minutes that go back to 2010. So I've digitized and electronically filed all the minutes from 2010, 11, 12, and 13. So now, and then I'm getting more requests, and I even got another one tonight that wants to access those, so we'll be able to help those folks.
Terrific.
And then another good one, at the state level, a planner's guide is coming out, a Massachusetts planner's guide. So I'm gonna order that book for the department, and I think we have it in our budget that if anybody would like a copy, I can get some more for members, or maybe I can get like 2 and we can circulate them.
Great.
Should be good. It's been in the works for a while now.
In a while. Yeah. And
Did you get a chapter in there, Joe?
It's Bob Mitchell and Bob, 2 Bobs are working on it.
no.
Bob's?
Bob Ritchie and Bob Mitchell.
Bob.
Yeah, he's a notable planner in Massachusetts.
Yeah, I think I've read him.
Yeah, you probably have.
I don't have a chapter in there. Not even a sentence that I know of. Is that it? Anything else?
Our budget was approved.
Okay. With the changes or without the
We'll
changes?
talk about it offline.
Okay. I think that's it, but, unless anyone else wants to add anything to the meeting, this is gonna be a quick one, less than a half an hour. That motion would be in order to adjourn.
I'm gonna make that motion. I turned 40 the other day.
There you go, Patrick.
I will say.
Have a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Any discussion? Here none, call for the vote. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Everybody say no. Motion carries.